Let's go Falcons! Hey yo, batter up, let the bout begin. Solano Falcons, bout to show you how you win. Cause this is our year, man forget the past. We taking over right now with our pitching staff. Yo, it's game time, so let the games begin. Solano on the field and we gain in a win. Hey yo, it's game time, don't you hear the people chant? Cause this is our house, make way for the champ, it's game time.
Good afternoon and welcome to Solano College for today's afternoon's baseball matchup between the Solano Falcons and the Laney Eagles. Thanks for tuning in to today's broadcast. I am Nate Macay. I will be on the call for today's game. So these two teams just were coming off a game 24 hours ago. They faced off against each other, and which saw Solano take a 9-3 victory over this same Eagles team just 24 hours ago. So it's going to be a quite interesting one to see if Solano can try to get their second straight conference win on the year, or we will see the Eagles take on their first conference win on the year. So here's the starting lineup for the visiting Laney Eagles. Falcon Magana will be batting first. Jordan Lou Givens will follow Magana, batting second. Samuel Esparza batting third. Miles Harris batting the cleanup spot. Rudolph McDowell batting fifth. Jerry Guyton batting sixth. Tyler Jorgensen batting seventh. Alex Fick batting eighth. Ryan Jenkins batting ninth. And Sonny Brandwood will be on the mound for the Eagles. And now here's the starting lineup for your Solano Falcons.
Alex Lepard, freshman, Armijo High School.
Nick Roach, freshman, Williswood High School.
Isaiah Verrett, sophomore, Armijo High School.
Bryce Probolinski, sophomore, Liberty High School.
Cameron Michael, sophomore, Justin Siena High School.
Hey.
Kyle Krebs, sophomore, Carson High School.
Dan Goldensoff, sophomore, Oak Creek High School.
Nick Dodson, sophomore, Justin Siena High School.
Hey, I'm Brandon Herder, freshman, Napa High School.
Danny Zaldivar, sophomore, Vanden High School.
Solano College, where we have the Laney Eagles batting up first. And batting first are the Eagles, Falcon Magana. He's out in right field today. And on the mound for the Falcons, as we see strike one taken by the Laney Eagles. Pitch down and in. Nothing in two. Third pitch by Saldivar is popped up, down and right, and foul. That was Kyle Krebs trying to get into a good position, but just over the fence, not being able to get it. The 0-2. Down the dirt. Ball one. Very windy day here in Fairfield, California. Can definitely play a factor in today's game if balls are hit way out there into deep left, center, or right field. And that ball is high. Now the 2-2. So the count even at 2-2. Let's see what Salvador will do with this pitch. And that is foul. Magana doing a good job staying alive. In the last game that they played against each other just short 24 hours ago, he went 1 of 3 on the day with 1 hit and got on base twice with a walk. And that goes into foul into right field. Magana doing a good job staying alive right now. He's definitely testing Zaldivar early here in the first inning. Pitch on the way. That is hit into right center field, and that is caught by Isaiah Verrett for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, number 2, Jordan Lou Gibbons.
So great job by Isaiah Verrett to get down on that ball coming right towards him and get the first out of the inning for the Falcons. Now batting second for the Laney Eagles, Jordan Gibbons. And here comes the first pitch to Gibbons. And strike 1. Gibbons did not play in yesterday's games against the Falcons. A 9-3 victory for Solano as they look to repeat the same today. As we see that ball hit into left center field. That ball is down in there. As we see Roach trying to get there. Unfortunately, that's going to lead into a double for Jordan Gibbons. So already power hitting we are seeing from the Laney Eagles to start out the first inning. As we now have the third batter of the inning, Samuel Esparza. Next up for the Eagles. So with 1 out, 1 man on base, we'll see what Zaldivar has here for this next batter. First pitch to Esparza. Breaking ball down through the middle. 1 ball, no strike. Excuse me, sorry. 1 strike and no ball. 1 pitch. Samuel will take the second pitch from Zaldivar. And here it is. Just outside. That evens the count at 1. Esparza went 2 of 4 in yesterday's game against the Falcons. So at a .500 batting average day yesterday, so we'll see what he has in store for today as Esparza next pitch. And that's going to go foul. So the 1-2 count now for Esparza. And the ump will take time. Looked like they replaced the ball. Not too sure what happened, but nonetheless, 1-2 count coming up here for Esparza. As we'll see if he can try to strike out the side here. Esparza down in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So with Gibbons on second base, he's definitely been aggressive already, seeing that he wants to try to steal base if he can. As we've seen Zaldivar look back plenty of times. As we now see the 2-2 count on the way. Breaking ball down, up the middle. Great play by Dotson to get there. Not in time. It's going to be safe.
Now batting the DH, Miles.
So yes, they did rule it safe, but nonetheless, a great effort by Nick Dotson to get his glove down in the dirt and try to throw to Krebs, but just not in time as Esparza was able to get on base. So now runners are on first and third here in the first inning for the Eagles. And now here's Miles Harris back in the cleanup spot now with 1 out here in the first inning. And here's the first pitch to Harris. High up the middle, gonna be ball 1. Harris went 1 of 3 in yesterday's game against the Falcons, and was able to reach on base a second time with a walk. And here comes the second pitch to Harris. Harris doesn't chase. 2 balls, no strikes. So Harris is definitely paying a good attention to Zaldivar's pitches already here in his first at-bat of the day. 2-0 count. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now is the count. Harris definitely tried chasing that fastball by Zaldivar, and a great pitch. Get it up into the left corner there, and now with a 2-1 count, we'll see what Harris does here. If he continues to have a good eye or continues to chase, we'll see. Here comes the pitch from Zaldivar, and that evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Zaldivar is able to get out of that 2-0 hole, and now is able to even up the count at 2. So now the question is, will Harris chase right here or continue to have a good eye? Zaldivar with the pitch. Down, almost in the dirt. Full count now, 3-2. And so definitely watch for Givens right there at third base to possibly chase and come home at any of these pitches now from Zaldivar. Zaldivar with the pitch, and that's foul. 3-2 count now still for Zaldivar. And Miles Harris is doing his best to try to chase and get a run batted in for his team. And he's staying alive right now, and Zaldivar knows that he wants to get him out right here. Zaldivar looks over to first, gets set, and now throws over to first. Just not in time. Three-two count coming up for Harris. Zaldivar throws, and that is foul. Knocking down one of our equipment almost here in the booth. As Harris continues to be aggressive as much as possible. Now Zaldivar trying to find the best pitch as possible from his catcher, Goldensoft, right here. Zaldivar throws, and that is down hit over to first base. Danny's able to get to first base, get the out, but that's not before number 2, Jordan Givens, is able to score a run for the Eagles. And it is 1-0 Laney here in the first inning. And that's good. Now it's going to bring in Rudolph McDowell up to bat. McDowell had a 2-run home run in the 8th inning in yesterday's game against the Falcons. But that was not before Solano went on a 4-run 9th inning and ended up sealing the deal and winning their first Bay Valley Conference game of the year. Danny looking real focused here as he gets ready for his first pitch to McDowell. Danny gets set. Turns back over to second. Now throws to second. Not in time. Runner is going to stay safe. And Danny is definitely paying good attention right now, making sure that no stolen bases will be allowed in this first inning for Solano. Danny gets set once again. First pitch to McDowell. Breaking ball. And a little too much on the outside, as this will be 1 ball and no strikes. Second pitch to McDowell coming up. And swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now Zaldivar will throw the third pitch over to McDowell, as he really wants to see what he does with this 1-1 count. Danny with the pitch, and that's going to go back and is foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes now, the count. And Solano calls for time. As they'll most likely talk what they want to do here to try and get McDowell swinging and missing and possibly get the third out of the inning, as they are already down 1 run here in the first inning. So early on, Solano's already down, and in yesterday's game they were down 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning to the Eagles. So already early on, some early power hitting we're seeing once again from the Laney Eagles. One, 2 is the count, as Zaldivar gets ready to throw. Turns back over to second, but throws, and that is down the dirt. Now the 2-2 count. And on base for Laney, Samuel Esparza has continued to lead off and continued to show signs of stealing, which has made Zaldivar turn back plenty of times already in this at-bat. The 2-2, and once again down the dirt. Full count now, 3-2. So McDowell has definitely had a good eye in this at-bat in this second straight outing against Solano. Zaldivar taking his time here, getting signals from his catcher, trying to find the right pitch and time here. as Danny is really taking his time to make sure that he can end this inning with a strikeout. Next pitch from Danny. Down the dirt. McDowell did swing, and that's going to go over to first, and McDowell is going to get out. So 1-run inning right there from the Laney Eagles. Coming up next for Solano, leading it off, Alex Papard, Nick Roach, and Isaiah Verrett batting for your Solano Falcons. Welcome back to Solano College as Alex Papard gets ready to bat for the first time today. On the mound for the Laney Eagles, Sonny Brandwood, who has a 6.84 ERA and 21 strikeouts on the year, as his first pitch is right down the middle for first strike of the day for Sonny Brandwood. 0-1 is now the count. Alex Papard went 2 of 4 in yesterday's game for Solano. Second pitch, down low, 1-1 is now the count. He went 2 of 4 yesterday with 1 RBI and got on base with a walk. As a third pitch from Brandwood is once again down low, 2 balls and 1 strike. And Papard on the year with a 300 batting average and a 400 slugging percentage so far this season. So the freshman has definitely been a key part of that hitting for Solano this season. And that is hit over to the shortstop, Esparza, to first base in time for the first out of the inning. So now Nick Roach will now be batting second for Solano.
Now batting number 14, Nicholas Roach.
Roach, another freshman, who although bats 196 on the year, had a key game for Solano yesterday by bringing in 2 runs for Solano despite striking out once in yesterday's game against the Eagles. Showed signs as bunt, but now it's going to be right down the middle for, I believe they called strike, as it will be no balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss from Roach, as he chased that pitch, was just a little too late on that swing, however. And that is hit over to the second baseman. Jenkins throws him out. And a quick 2 outs already here in the bottom of the first inning for the Eagles. Is now, that'll bring up number 6, Isaiah Verrett for Solano.
Now batting the center fielder, Isaiah Verrett.
Not the best day for Isaiah Verrett in yesterday's game, with 3 strikeouts and 6 at-bats, but failed to reach on base, so we will hope to see if he has a better outing here today. As the first pitch was a quick strike. 0-1 is now the count. Breaking ball just a little bit on the outside. 1-1 is now the count. And on the year, Verrett is batting .263. So the sophomore is definitely looking to have a better outing here today against these same Eagles. Ball is low, thrown by Brandwood. 2-1 is now the count. (2-1) now the count. Brandwood throws, and that is hit to right field, and that is going to get a base hit for Isaiah Verrett. And he gets on base for the first time today. He is 1-1, and that's got to feel good after not getting on base at all in yesterday's outing. And now Bryce Probolinski will be batting the cleanup spot for Solano. Probolinski went 1 of 4 in yesterday's outing against the Eagles, and also reached on base a second time on a walk. So here comes the first pitch from Brandwood. Down the middle, strike 1. And Solano has got to feel good to at least get 1 man on base with 2 outs here in the first inning after getting 2 quick ones. And let's see what Probolinski does here. Verrett gets back on base just in time. Brandwood looks over to first, now gets ready. And a breaking ball showing strike. And so now Probolinski in a little bit of a hole right here, so we'll see what he can do as he tries to hopefully get a hit here for Solano. The 2-0 count. Down the dirt. 1-2 is now the count. Probolinski, sophomore, bats .250 on the year for Solano in their 16 games played so far this season. As the 1-2, and that is hit foul. And with the wind being so strong, you barely get a chance to see where that ball is going, as it is once again a windy day here in Fairfield, California. 1-2 now the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Brandwood gets set. And that is down in the dirt. That's going to get past the catcher, and that is going to mean Verrett gets to second base with 2 outs here in the first inning, as Givens, that ball just got past them and was not able to handle that pitch from Brandwood. (2-2) is now the count, as Probolinski has continued to have a good eye already in this at-bat here in the bottom of the first inning. Down the dirt again, and that is going to mean Verrett gets over to third base. So already we're seeing Sonny Brandwood throw a couple of back-to-back pitches thrown into dirt where it's gotten past the catcher, and Isaiah Verrett has made his way from first to third in just a matter of under a minute here already in the bottom of the first inning. So now Probolinski with a chance to bring home Verrett if executed properly on this next pitch from Brandwood. The 3-2 count. Hit over to third base, and that is going to be foul. So Privilinski is definitely chasing right now as he is hoping to get himself on base and as well bring in a run and tie up the score here in the first inning. Next pitch from Brandwood. Here it is. And that is fouled back. Count stays 3-2. And also on the year for Sonny Brandwood, he has allowed 28 hits so far this season. And make that 29 after that hit from Verrett, and that is popped up into right field. Looks like Magana will be able to get it, and that is going to end the bottom of the first inning. So nonetheless, some great base stealing from Verrett on that last outing. And now we will have the Laney Eagles coming up right after this.
What's up, fam? I'm Danny Zaldivar. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether you're commentating a live game,
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
Back here in Solano College, as Jerry Guyton is now up to bat for the Eagles. Following up Guyton will be Tyler Georgeson and Alex Vick for the first three here in the top of the second inning. Guyton chases the first pitch, and that's fouled back. 0-1 is now the count. Guyton had 2 at-bats in yesterday's game and was able to make it on base twice with a walk. And 1-1 is now the count. Pitch was high from Zaldivar. Ball hit and foul. Ball was hit out to the right field, and Brandon Herter was just a little bit too much outside onto the left and was not able to make a good chase at it and get a possible out, as it was possible, but Herter just was not able to get there in time. Zaldivar with the next one, and that is hit deep into left center field. Back it goes, and again, Roach has got to get up there. Got caught on the fence, and once again, a double to start out the inning for the Laney Eagles.
Now batting number 41, Tyler Georgeson.
So Jerry Guyton gets on base with a double to open up the top of the second inning already here from Solano College, and now Tyler Georgeson is now coming out to bat for the Laney Eagles. So now Zaldivar is going to have one heck of a task to see if he can try to avoid Laney from scoring here in the inning. Georgeson shows signs of a bunt and not able to get around to it, and that will be 0-1 is now the count now. So with the 0-1 count, we're definitely going to just see Tyler Georgeson show signs of bunt in this at-bat. Now the thing to watch out for to see how Zaldivar will handle it. Up high with the breaking ball. 1-1 the count. So Jerry Geisen currently on second base for the Eagles, as Tyler Georgeson is going to try to advance him to third, as he has showed sign at bunt for the past 2 pitches and shows signs of his bunt again. Here comes the 1-1. Able to get to it, and a good job by Zaldivar to get the right pitch, and he's able to get Georgeson out and avoiding having Geisen go over to third. So that'll bring up Alex Vick now for the Eagles. Vick also did not participate in yesterday's game against the Falcons. And so now with the 1 out already here in the top of the second with 1 man on second, Zaldivar has got to feel pretty good right now after that last batter, and now that's hit over to the shortstop, and that is going to get the second out of the inning. A great job from Alex Papar to get Alex Vick out, and now with 2 outs, 1 man still on advancing to over to third base for the Eagles. Solano is in a definitely better position right now than they were to start out the inning. And now Ryan Jenkins will be batting for the Laney Eagles, and now Zaldivar has got a big task underway as he tries to avoid bringing in another run for the Eagles, and that is a little too high for the ump, as it's going to be 1 ball and no strike. Next pick to Jenkins. Down low again, and now 2-0 the count from Jenkins. As Jenkins continues to have a good eye in this at-bat, and now Zaldivar is going to see if he can try to get a strike here or get Jenkins a chase. And again, high on the middle, 3-0 is the count. And so Zaldivar is in a little bit of a hole here. Right down the middle, 3-1 the count. As we have yet to see Jenkins chase in this at-bat here in the second inning. Next pitch. And Jenkins, a good eye at that at-bat as he failed to even swing the bat at all and was able to reach on base with a walk.
Now batting the leadoff hitter, number 16, Falcon Magana.
Falcon Magana back up to bat now as we reach the top of the order once again. Magana currently ranks top 3 in the state of California in his batting average of 377. So very impressive. His slugging percentage is also at 475. So a tough task here for definitely Zaldivar. And pitches high. 1-0 the count. Magana with also 7 RBIs on the year so far for the Eagles, and has an opportunity here to make it 8. As Zaldivar gets ready for the next pitch. And that hit is hit into right field, and it looks like Herder will get down into there, and a great job from Zaldivar to get out of a potential 2-0 deficit for this game. And that's going to bring up the bottom of the second inning here from Solano College right after this. Welcome back to Solano College. Cameron Michael now up to bat, the designated hitter. Kyle Krebs will be following up right after him. And Gannon Goldensoph will be also following up Kyle Krebs. Pitch to Cameron Michael, up high. 1-0 is now the count to open up the bottom of the second inning. Next pitch down and almost in the dirt. 2-0 is now the count, as Cameron Michael is definitely taking his time with this at-bat. Next pitch to Michael. Hit out into the left. Foul. As McDowell was just unable to get there in time. 2-1 now is the count, as the next pitch to Michael is underway. And hit over to the left side again, foul. 2-2, now the count for Cameron Michael. As Sonny Brandwood will look to have a better inning, as he had a lot of pitches go down in the dirt, which resulted in Isaiah Verrett getting around from first to third in a matter of almost really minutes. And now 3-2 is going to be the count, up high, as Michael continued to have a good eye here in the bottom of the second inning. And now next pitch underway, and he's going to strike him out. Looked like it was a little too low, as Michael was getting ready to head over to the first for a walk, but that's going to result in a strikeout.
Now by number 24, Kyle Krebs.
Kyle Krebs now at the bat for the Solano Falcons. Krebs was able to have a 2 RBI outing in yesterday's game against the Eagles, and that's popped up high, as the sun is getting into Esparza's eye, dives, and he's going to be able to make the catch, as he fell down and got caught in the sun's eye, but still was able to make a terrific catch. And a quick 2 outs already here in the bottom of the second for Solano, as now Gannon Goldensoft will now be batting next for Solano, as he will hopefully try to get on base before this inning ends. As Goldensoft looked like he was going to show signs of bunt, but pulled back just in time. 1 ball and no strike. And that is going to be foul, heading towards the Solano dugout. 1-1 pitch coming up from Brandwood. And hit off they're going to result in Gannon getting hit by the pitch, and he's going to get on base for Solano. So back to the top of the order for Solano, Alex Papard back up to bat. Or excuse me, sorry, not just yet. Nick Dotson is now up to bat for Solano. As Nick Dotson had a big game yesterday, went 3 of 4 with 2 RBIs for Solano, and could have been really crucial, as it looked like Gannon just wasn't almost to be able to stay safe at first, as first baseman Tyler Jorgensen was not ready for that throw from Gibbons. Next pitch to Dotson on their way, and high, 2-0 the count. So Sonny Brandwood currently has one man on base as he turns back once again. Next pitch to Dotson underway. And going back again is Gannon as he is able to reach back in time. 3-0 the count now for Nick Dotson. As Sonny Brandwood is currently in a 3-0 deficit. Next pitch is from Sonny Brandwood. High, and that is going to result in another man reaching base for Solano as Brandwood threw a high pitch, and now that's going to bring up Brandon Herter to round out the starting lineup for Solano. Herter went 1 of 4 in yesterday's game against the Eagles. Struck out 2 times in that game as well. As we have a little bit of a delay here. As now Brandon Herter is now going to get his chance to possibly bring in a run here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning for Solano. Shows signs as bunt, pulls back, down low, and now 1 ball and no strike. As Laney will call for time, as the infield will come in to discuss how they want to play this. 2 on with 2 out here in the bottom of the second inning. As Brandon Herter has a chance to really do some damage against Sonny Brandwood if he's given the opportunity to. And Brandon Herter currently batting 140 on the year and 15 strikeouts as well. But nonetheless, given the opportunity, he is not going to be afraid to swing that bat as we see a 1-0 count now. And again, shows signs as bunt, and Herter was not able to turn back in time as 1-1 is going to be the count. One is now the count. Here's the pitch. High. 2 balls and 1 strike. As Brandon Herter is doing a good job right now, having a good eye on Brandwood's pitches. 2-1 pitch coming. Fouled. Full count, or 2-2 even count. As Brandon Herter has, again, a good opportunity to possibly bring in a run for Solano if given the opportunity to, as we're going to see the 2-2 pitch coming up from Brandwood. Just down and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. As Laney's coaching staff is definitely wanting to get Brandwood the added confidence here to possibly strike him out. But Herter is doing a good job staying alive. Chases, hit over to second baseman. Jenkins throws out, and that's going to end the second inning. So Solano had their chances, but unfortunately we're just not able to get a run in. And that's going to end the second inning. We'll be right back with the top of the third here on the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Alex Collier. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Back here in Solano College, where leading off the inning is Jordan Gibbons for the Laney Eagles. First pitch to Gibbons. Down low, 1 ball and no strike. Second quick pitch, and that's going to be the first strike of the inning. 1 ball and 1 strike. As we've seen Zaldivar take his time on the mound already here through the first 2 innings, and it has definitely been shown that he definitely wants to be more aggressive. High up the middle, 2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch to Gibbons on the way. And that is going to be foul back. 2 balls and 2 strikes now the count. As Gibbons on the year bats .250 for the Laney Eagles in his first year with the team. 2-2, hit over to shortstop. Papard throws it out to first baseman Kyle Krebs, and a quick 1 out to start out the top of the third inning for Solano.
14, Samuel Esparza.
Samuel Esparza now up to bat for the Laney Eagles. Had that wild catch up in center field earlier on in the previous inning, as he was able to get down under and got caught away with the sun in his eyes. And hits it over to center field and is able to get it in for a hit, as Verrett was just not able to get there in time. And again, another hit to start out the inning for the Laney Eagles.
Now batting the DH, Miles Harris.
Miles Harris now up to bat for Laney. Designated hitter for them today, as Harris is has 1 man on base already with 1 out here in the top of the third inning for the Eagles. Zaldivar gets set, throws, and that is going to be foul. So on the first pitch, Harris already has chased that pitch to start out his at-bat, as Harris bats .313 on the year for the Laney Eagles. The 1-1, which is now the 1-1 with 1 out here in the top of the third inning for Danny Zaldivar. As Danny turns over to first base, looks. Next pitch coming from Zaldivar, and that is a shot hit into right field. Here comes coming home was almost Esparza, but had a almost good decision from third base coach to let him know to take his time and stay put, and that is going to result in a hit from Miles Harris that's able to get Esparza over to third base. Now R.J. McDowell will be batting up next for the Laney Eagles. Had an opportunity to bring in a runner in the first inning, but failed to do so. As the pitch to R.J. is not before Zaldivar throws over to first to check the base runner over there at first. as Miles Harris is definitely being aggressive right now, showing signs of a steal. First pitch to McDowell on its way. Swing and a miss as McDowell chased, and it results in a 0-1 count. As Aldivar takes his time once again on the mound. Looks over to first. Gets set. Throws. Hit over and foul down the left side. An 0-2 count now coming up to McDowell here in the top of the third inning. As again, McDowell is definitely wanting to be as aggressive as much as possible. As he had that 2 RBI outing in yesterday's game, and another throw over to first, not in time. As Miles Harris continues to show signs of a steal for the Laney Eagles. Esparza on third. And McDowell has a chance to do some damage here in the top of the third if given the opportunity to. As Aldivar gets ready to throw. Runner runs over to second, and no throw from Gannon Goldensove, as that's going to result in Miles Harris making his way over to second base with 2 runners on second and with the runner on second and the runner on third here in the top of the third inning with 1 out. And a 1-2 pitch coming from Zaldivar as he takes his time, gets set. Zaldivar gets ready. Throws, and that is a shot to left field. Roach is able to get into there, throws over to home. Can he get in time? No, he is unable to, but a throw to third is safe. And a good job from Solano to try and get the runner out at home, as it was not in time from the throw from Roach. And the lead is now 2-0, and looks like the umps are having a discussion here. And they're going to rule him safe, as it was a really close call done efficiently from the home base umpire, as McDowell was able to bring in a runner home. So that's going to bring up Jerry Guyton now for the Laney Eagles. And he will look to possibly bring home a runner home as well. Guyton chases early, hit high and well, deep into left center field, and a great catch by Isaiah Verrett to get the third out of the inning. So great job from Solano, but unfortunately was not able to prevent a run from coming in, as it is now 2-0 here from Solano College, and we'll be right back right after this. Back here at Solano College, Alex Papard getting ready to bat up next for Solano. Here in the bottom of the third inning, as Solano is now down by 2, as the Eagles now have a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the third inning. So some power hitting will definitely be needed from Solano. As the pitch is low, 1 ball and no strike. Nick Roach currently on deck for Solano, as Alex Papard sees the pitch, and now is a 1-1 count, as that pitch was ruled a strike. Mostly cloudy day here from Fairfield, California as well, as the sun is able to catch and throw the rays as that is hit into center field. Geisen is able to get under it and make the catch. And one out now here in the bottom of the third. Nick Roach now up to bat for Solano. As he again bats 196 on the year. So the freshman is definitely looking to deal right here if given the opportunity to, and would love to get a hit down here for Solano, as really the power hitting has not been shown, as they've been able to get on base with a couple of pitches thrown. And just as I say that, another bad pitch thrown from Brandwood, and 1 ball and no strike. As Brandwood gets ready to set and throw his next pitch. Nearly almost hits Nick Roach, and that will result in 2 balls and no strike. As now the next pitch on the way and hit over to shortstop. Esparza, can he get there to first in time? He can. 2 quick outs already here in the bottom of the third, as it was a good chase right there from Nick Roach, but unable to get the hit for Solano. And that's going to bring up Isaiah Verrett now for Solano. As with 2 outs already quickly from Brandwood, he's definitely having probably his best inning of the day so far for the Eagles. And Isaiah Verrett will look to possibly chase if given the opportunity to, as that ball is thrown down the middle. 1 strike. 0-1 is now the count. Hit into left center field, and Geisen is able to get there in time once again. So 3 quick outs already for the Laney Eagles, as they were able to get out that inning, and a good one, as Tyler Jordanson, Alex Vick, and Ryan Jenkins will be up to bat coming up next here on the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Alex Papard, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back to Solano College, where the Laney Eagles will get ready to start off the 4th inning here, as Tyler Jordanson will get ready to bat for the Laney Eagles. And we have seen a lot of power hitting from the Laney Eagles so far. Not much from Solano. As the pitch is thrown, and a great strike from Danny Zaldivar to start out the inning with the 0-1 count now. Next pitch quickly thrown, and that has popped up into left center field, and it looks like Verrett was able to get down under it and make the catch. So a quick 1 out already to start off the 4th inning.
19, Alex Vick.
And I'll bring up Alex Vick now for the Laney Eagles. As Zaldivar will look to continue to have a good outing already shown here in the 4th inning. And a quick hit already thrown to the shortstop Papard. Thrown over to first. Krebs is able to get up high with his glove and make the catch. And a quick 2 outs already here in the 4th inning for the Solano Falcons. So good job and good pitching from Danny Zaldivar to start out the inning. And I'll now bring up Ryan Jenkins for the Eagles. Jenkins not the best hitter. Bats 160 on the year, as a sophomore has been struggling already in the 17 games for the Laney Eagles. The 0-1. And he chased. 0-2 the count now. Great pitching we're seeing from Danny Zaldivar here in the top of the 4th inning. As Ryan Jenkins finds himself in an 0-2 count and now is a 1-2 count. Pitch was thrown a little too low for Zaldivar, and now Zaldivar will take his time here and try to find the right pitch to end the side. And that is going to be hit foul. As we have seen Jenkins be aggressive in this at-bat for Laney. And Zaldivar has thrown some good pitches here in the inning, and we'll look to continue with this next one. And here it comes. Up high. That evens the count. Now at 2. And as Ryan Jenkins gets ready for the pitch, 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. And a great job from Danny Zaldivar to strike out Ryan Jenkins, and that's going to end the top of the 4th inning. Bryce Popolinski, Cameron Michael, and Kyle Krebs coming out to bat for your Falcons right after this. Welcome back to Solano College. Bryce Popolinski now up to bat for Solano. And Solano will look to follow up a great pitching outing from Danny Zaldivar with possibly good hitting, and down to third base, and a quick already first out for Sonny Brandwood. And we saw Popolinski already be aggressive and unfortunately was not able to get the hit Solano was needing. Currently 55 degrees here from Fairfield, California, and the wind is currently at 17 miles per hour. So a very windy day indeed here from Fairfield. First pitch over to Cameron Michael. In the inside, 1 ball and no strike now. Popolinski chases and will result in a foul. 1-1 now the count, as Kyle Krebs is on deck for the Falcons. And the designated hitter will have a 1-1 count here. Next pitch from Brandwood. And that is going to be foul. 1-2 the count, as Cameron Michael has been chasing in this at-bat and is doing whatever he can to try to get on base for the Falcons. And that is going to be down on the right side, foul. So already an aggressive Cameron Michael here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Sonny Brandwood has got to be careful here as he has an aggressive batter on his hands and now gets ready to throw the pitch. Up high. So a good eye from Cameron Michael. 2-2 the count. Batting 250, Cameron Michael. Here's the next pitch. Hit over to first baseman Tyler Jorgensen, and he is able to get Cameron Michael out. So 2 quick outs already from the Laney Eagles as they are following up Solano's quick outing from the top of the 4th so far, and now that's going to bring up number 24, Kyle Krebs for Solano. Pitch to Krebs. Just a little too high for the umpire, and that's going to be 1 ball and no strike. Next pitch to Krebs on the way, and again, low, and 2-0 the count and result of that low pitch from Brandwood. Some good eye already from Kyle Krebs at this at-bat. 3-0 the count. Here in the bottom of the 4th, 2-0 Laney Eagles currently lead right now as they look to get their first win in Bay Valley Conference play. Krebs chooses not to swing, and that pitch was low and called strike with a 3-1 count now. Next pitch to Krebs. Oh, and the ump calls a strike. That was a low pitch. And now the count is full at 3-2. As Krebs sits out of the batter's box. Now gets set, and Brandwood gets set as well. There's a 3-2 pitch to Krebs, and that is foul. So already with Krebs, you know, had a 3-0 count, but now just unable to, you know, find his way on base. So he definitely has a challenge here with the next pitch from Brandwood on the way. And down, then low, and that will result in a walk, and Krebs is able to get on base for the Falcons. As we've already seen Brandwood walk a couple batters already here today, and walks another one. Gannon Goldenself now back up to batting for Solano. Pitch to Goldenself is right down the middle. One strike already to start out the at bat for Gannon with the 0-1 count. Next pitch to Goldenself on the way from Brandwood. And he gets hit by the pitch, and he's going to get on base for Solano. And so Sonny Brandwood finds himself in a similar situation he had earlier on in the game with 2 on with 2 out. And that's going to bring up Nick Dotson for Solano. As again, Solano with runners on base and needing their power hitting at their best right here. Pitch to Dotson, straight up the middle. 0-1 now the count already to Nick Dotson. And if you're Dotson, you got to be aggressive as much as possible. You have 2 men on base once again. And a good eye from Dotson, and that ball was down in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Bottom of the 4th inning here from Solano College. Nate Macay on the call. Here from today's Bay Valley Conference game as we see Dotson bunt. Was a good one and gets on base, and that's going to bring in a run for Solano. Runners advance, and that is going to get into the game, and a sliding dive. He is safe. A great base running job from Golden Self, and Solano is able to get 2 runs in, and a great job from Solano to get as much power hitting they needed, and they got it right there from the great base, from that great bunt from Nick Dotson. And this game is tied at 2. Brandon Herter now at the bat for Solano, with Nick Dotson on third. As a wild throw from Brandwood was unable to get it to first base. It was over the head of Tyler Jorgensen, and now Solano has tied up the game, and that's going to be hit out to the second baseman Ryan Jenkins, and that's going to end the inning. So a great job from Nick Dotson to get a bunt down and reach around all the bases right there to get over to third for Solano and bring in 2 runs to tie up the game as the top of the 5th inning coming up here from the Solano College Sports Network. Where we have a tied game here in the top of the 5th inning. Already here, and the pitch from Zaldivar straight down the middle. 0-1 the count. As we now have Falcon Magana up to bat for the Laney Eagles, and he hits it over to shortstop Alex Papard. Papard not in time, and that is going to get Falcon Magana on base with no outs here in the top of the 5th inning.
Now batting number 2.
And Papard was definitely late with that throw, as he was unable to get a clean out right there over to the first baseman, and unfortunately results in 1 on with no out here in the top of the 5th inning for the Laney Eagles. Jordan Gibbons now at the bat, and he shows signs of bunt, and Magana gets back in time as Zaldivar threw over to first base to check on his base runner. as Jordan Gibbons is now gets ready. Gibbons again showing sign at a bunt. Zaldivar throws again over to first, and again not in time. So he's definitely ready for Magana, and he should be. With 11 stolen bases on a year, Magana is not afraid to steal bases if given the opportunity. Next pitch from Zaldivar, as it looked like the catcher was just unable to get the ball in his mitt, and that's going to result in Magana getting a stolen base, and that's his 12th on the year for the Eagles. And it's still an 0-1 count. The 0-1 from Zaldivar on the way. Breaking ball just on the outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1 for Jordan Gibbons from Danny Zaldivar. Bunts is high and off the padding, and it's going to result in a 1 ball, 2 strike count now for Gibbons. So with a 1-2 count, Zaldivar, crucial pitch coming up as he has a chance to strike out Gibbons and get the first out on the inning. The 1-2 and hits the batter and Gibbons, and result will be heading over to first base on that hit by the pitch, as Zaldivar just was not able to find the strike zone at all on that one, and that's going to result in 2 on with no out here in the top of the 5th inning.
Now batting number 14.
That's going to bring up number 14, Samuel Esparza, now for the Eagles. As Esparza on the year, that's 283, and has 11 RBIs for the team. He's tied for second on the Eagles and leading that department. As he still signs at the bunt, and it is able to as Zaldivar chases. And now here comes the runner home as the throw is down in the dirt, and it is unable to get the out for Solano was Golden Self, and that's going to result in Falcon Magana bringing in a run for the Eagles, and they have retaken the lead 3-2 now here in the top of the 5th inning. And it looked like just Golden Soap was just not able to find the location of where the ball was thrown over by the first baseman, Kyle Krebs. And nonetheless, a great effort from Falcon Magana, and he's able to get the Eagles right back on top 3-2 here in the top of the 5th inning. As we now have a time from the ump. And now Miles Harris is up the bat now for the Eagles. Solano's coach is going to want to have a quick talk with his team. With a runner on second with 1 out. Miles Harris has definitely a chance to bring in another run for the Eagles and make it a 4-2 game. As we see Solano talking as much as possible here in this timeout. You know, discussing how they want to play with just 1 out and 1 man on base, especially on second base for the Eagles. They are in a good position to bring in another run if Zaldivar is able to give them the pitch that they want. But for Zaldivar, we know that's not the last thing that he wants on his mind, is bringing in another run for the Eagles. Zaldivar throws down the dirt. 1 ball and no strike. The next pitch to Harris on the way as Zaldivar takes his time. And again, hits another batter. And that's going to result in Miles Harris getting on base. So already 2 players hit by the pitch from Danny Zaldivar. And that's going to result in 2 on with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. And now I'll bring up RJ McDowell now for the Laney Eagles, as he has another opportunity to bring in a run for the Eagles. Zaldivar throws low in the dirt and running over to third and running over the second as well, and that is a wild throw, and that's going to result in Laney getting a run in. That's number 2, Jordan Gibbons, getting over to home in time, and that's going to result in 2 runs already scored here in the 5th inning for the Eagles. So already a very weird inning for Solano as far as really fielding wise, as you know, their throwing has looked good and unfortunately not able to connect on any of those throws or their players, and has resulted in 2 runs scored for the Eagles. And so now it's 4-2 here, and Solano has now seen the lead been tied, and now they've seen the lead given right back to the Eagles now as a breaking ball down the middle. 1 ball and 1 strike. As Miles Harris is now on third for the Eagles, as McDowell gets ready for the next pitch from Zaldivar. On the outside, 2-1 count. As we now see Zaldivar locked in and focused here. Gets set. Throws. Down the middle. 2-2 the count. As RJ, as he likes to be called by. RJ has a chance to get a run in with 1 out. Breaking ball up the middle, base hit, and that's going to bring in Miles Harris. And a 3-run inning already for the Eagles, as it is now 5-2.
Now batting number 29, Jerry Witt.
Jerry Guyton now batting up next for the Eagles, as he had a double earlier on in the 3rd inning for the Eagles. And he's going to show signs that bunt. Turns back and now throwing over to second high, and that's going to result in McDowell getting over to third. McDowell is going to try running home. Turns back in time, as he was unable to get a good running start at a possible coming home for the Eagles. And again, just some careless throwing we're seeing here from the Solano Falcons, as they have now seen McDowell make his way over to third here with 1 out in the 5th inning. As Guyton gets ready for the pitch from Zaldivar, hit into center field. Verrett's going to get able to get under that. Throwing over to home is not in time, and another run scored for the Eagles. You know, just a 4-run inning we're seeing from Laney here in the 5th inning, and then now the lead is now 6-2 in favor of the Laney Eagles. And so Zaldivar gonna have a better need to have a better outing here if he wants to get out of this hole, as 1 ball and no strike is now the count. With 2 outs here, he's being really aggressive with his pitches, and 1-1 the count. Zaldivar throws, and that is hit foul. As Danny is now able to get the count at 1-2. Yeah, Solano has a pitcher warming up in the bullpen. And Cole himself not able to get his glove on it, and that's going to result in a 2-2 count. Tyler Jordanson now with the 2-2 count and gets hit by the pitch. That is the third time this inning we have seen Zaldivar hit a player on the pitch, and it is now going to result in, again, a runner on base for the Eagles. So it just a seem that Zaldivar has not been able to find the strike zone most of the time here in the 5th inning, with 3 players being hit by the pitch already. Alex Vick now up to bat for Laney. Down the dirt. 1 ball and no strike. Next pitch to Vick, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Third pitch at the at-bat coming from Zaldivar. Breaking ball on the outside, 2-1. So now the question is, can Zaldivar get himself out of this 4-run hole that he's gotten himself into? And that is going to be foul. Two down the count for Alex Vick. Vick, a freshman, batting .267 on the year, with 9 stolen bases as well, and he calls for time to go along with 3 RBIs in his first year with the Laney Eagles. The 2-2 was a nice pitch, but looks like it was low for the ump, and now the call is 3-2. Full count now for Alex Vick. And here comes the pitch. Down in the dirt, and a walk is going to get him on base. And a perfect opportunity to end the top of the 5th inning. But now Laney will continue to have opportunity to add on to their lead, as now Ryan Jenkins is up to bat now. Jenkins chases and is going to be foul, hit off his foot. As it looked like it's bothering him a little bit as he looks to walk it off. And so already a 4-run inning for Zaldivar as he looks to get out of it here with a 0-1 count. The 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss down in the dirt as well. 0-2. So with nothing in 2 right now being the count, Zaldivar with, again, another opportunity to get out of this 4-run outing we are seeing from the Eagles in this inning. Throws a little bit outside, 1-2, then now the count. And for Jenkins, he has the opportunity with 2 on to bring home something, to add on to their lead if given the right pitch from Zaldivar. As here comes the next one. Swing and a miss, and that's going to end the inning. Or end the outing. 4-run outing we have seen from the Laney Eagles so far in the top of the 5th inning. We now transition into the bottom of the 5th inning, and we will have that for you next here on the Solano College Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Brandon Herder. Thanks for watching Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back to Solano College, where we are seeing now Alex Papard lead off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Falcons.
Now batting the shortstop, Alex Papard.
Where Solano is going to need a really good outing as they got themselves into a hole in the top of the 5th inning where they allowed 4 runs. So they will definitely need something here in the bottom of the 5th inning to start a good outing if needed. And already with the 0-1 count from Sonny Brandwood. As the 0-1 count now to Papard. And a Papard hit up to the second baseman, Ryan Jenkins, throws over to first in time with a quick 1 out to start off the bottom of the 5th inning. And that's going to bring up Nick Roach now for Solano. As Nick Roach is batting 196 on the year so far for the Falcons. First pitch to Nick Roach is down on the middle with the 0-1 count now. Next pitch to Roach. Hit out into center field. Right, looks like he'll get down on it and will be able to make the catch. And a quick 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So now it's going to bring up Isaiah Verrett for Solano. Verrett has had a couple of good catches out in center field today. And we'll look to transition that into some good power hitting here for Solano as pitches up and high. 1-0 the count. Verrett bats .263 in his sophomore year for the Solano Falcons, and that's hit out into left field. McDowell will look like he'll get it, and he does. So a quick shutout inning for Sonny Brandwood, as that now is lead stays 6-2, as we will be right back here on the Solano College Sports Network.
What's up, y'all? I'm Cameron Michael. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back to Solano College, where we are now being joined by another member here in the booth, one of Solano's red shirts, Wellington.
Yes, sir.
Good
Great
to have
be
you.
here. Great to be here.
As that pitch is fouled back, Falcon Magana up to bat now for the Laney Eagles, and now Wellington. So far, during your time being redshirt, give us a little bit of how that's been so far this season.
It's been good. You know, getting to learn a lot from the guys and being able to enjoy their presence as he hits a base hit in the left right there. But it's been a lot of fun, you know, getting better, and hopefully I'll be back next year, you know.
Yeah, we definitely wanted to see you back out there, definitely, for sure. As you said earlier, Falcon Magana hits that ball into left field for a base hit, and he's able to get on base, as he's definitely one of their power hitters. Batting .475, and again, also top 3 in the state with his batting average at .375. Wow. So power hitting has definitely been key so far for the Laney Eagles, and Danny Zaldivar is in quite of a hole here. You know, for Danny in this inning, what are a couple of things that you think that he'll have to do to get away from this Laney Eagles offense we're seeing?
Hopefully he just needs to keep the ball low, man. These guys have a little bit of power after they've displayed so far, so he keeps the ball low, he should be in good shape. Try to get a double play ball right here.
Yeah, double play will definitely be crucial, as a quick 2 outs will be definitely much needed when down by 4 here in the 6th inning.
It's a nice day today, too.
It is a nice day, you know, to get away from the rain for once in a while as well.
Yeah.
As we now see Jordan Gibbons up to bat now for the Laney Eagles.
Wouldn't be surprised if he bunted, yeah.
Right there, shows signs of a bunt. Down in the dirt, and it looks like Magana's going to wick his way all the way to second, and that's his 2nd stolen base on the day to make it 13 stolen bases on the year for Falcon Magana. So already Magana on second base with no outs here in the top of the 6th inning.
Looks like we're going to get a new pitcher here.
Yeah, it looks like Zaldivar's day is coming to a close.
Not a bad day today from Zaldivar. You know, his defense didn't really help him out too much, but hopefully he kept his team enough in the game to make a comeback here.
Yeah, no, Zaldivar definitely had a good outing in the first couple of 3 innings, but you know, just had that crucial 5th inning where he gave up 4 runs.
Right.
And was just unfortunate for Solano as his day ends. And now that's going to bring Bobby Meadows up to the mound now for the 6th inning for the Solano Falcons. Some stats on Meadows. He has struck out 12 batters and has a 4.15 ERA on the year, and he has allowed 11 hits and 9 walks. So definitely a change in pitching will definitely be key for Solano heading out, as they have 1 man on second base already here, coming up here in the 6th inning.
What do you think of the game so far, Nate?
You know, for the game, you know, Solano has been aggressive as much as they could.
Yeah.
You know, definitely they were able to get fortunate enough with some bad fielding from the Laney Eagles in that, in that 4th inning. But, you know, just they're going to need to have that power hitting if they want to try to get back in this game. You know, they're down by 4. You know, just be as aggressive as much as you can for the rest of the way.
Yeah, I'd like to see them be more aggressive too. That's a good point.
As we now see Jordan Gibbons back up to bat for the Laney Eagles.
Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to bunt again here.
Yeah, he wants to definitely try to get his man over to third base. They've given the opportunity to, as now we see Meadows gets ready for his first pitch of the day. And again, shows signs of his bunt. Throw over to first is in time for the first out of the inning. Yeah, it was a good fielding from Meadows, as he was able to, you know, come into this game strong and deliver the first out of the inning. As now that's going to bring up Samuel Esparza for the Laney Eagles.
See, they brought the infield in to try to take away this run. Oh.
As almost gets hit by the pitch again, and he does actually get hit by the pitch, and that's going to result in Samuel Esparza making his way over to first base, and already both pitchers today have hit the batter so far for the Falcons. Is that something that's normal?
Sometimes. Not really.
Sometimes.
Not really.
Yeah.
They try not to.
Right. It's just the bad opportunity of trying to find the strike zone and end up hitting the batter, unfortunately, there for Solano. As now it's 2 on with 1 out here in the 6th inning. Meadows throws down the dirt, and that's going to get Esparza over to second base. And now that's going to result in Esparza at second base and Magana over at third base for the Laney Eagles.
Laney's aggressiveness has really helped him in this ball game on the bases.
Yeah, without a doubt, they definitely been paying a good eye on Solano's fielding and had tremendous base running so far in this game. As Miles Harris steps out. Meadows gets ready. 1-0 count. Down the dirt. And the count is now at 2-0.
I see he's trying to keep the ball low to get the guys to ground out. Hopefully it works out.
Yeah, those last two pitches were definitely low indeed. So like you said, try to keep the ball in the infield as much as possible.
Yeah.
Without getting into the outer parts of the field. And again, a low pitch is going to result in a 3-0 count now. So low pitching from Bobby Meadows to start out the day for him, as Miles Harris has had a good eye in this at-bat.
It's a nice pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that's going to be a 3-1 count now. So with a 3-1 count, Bobby Meadows is going to do his best to try to keep his batter alive and prevent a hit. And it's going to be down the dirt, and now the bases are loaded here in the inning with with 1 out. 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. With the bases loaded now for Meadows, he has a tough task, as that's going to bring up number 24, R.J. McDowell.
You know, from being around Coach Dover for a while, that walk was probably on purpose, as he's got to force it every base now.
Yeah, and R.J. had a 2-run home run in yesterday's game.
Oh, wow.
So he's definitely not afraid to swing the bat, and he's given the perfect opportunity to bring in some runners here. As that pitch earlier was down the dirt, 1 ball and no strike. The pitch is hit high into left field. Roach is going to try to get there. No, he can't. It's going to be up against the fence. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs score. And that is now going to be an 8-2 ball game, as Magana and Esparza are able to come in and bring in a run for the Laney Eagles. The lead is now 8-2 now.
He left that one a little up, huh, Nate?
Yeah, definitely did, without a doubt.
Yeah. He made him pay.
Yeah, Jerry Geitzen now batting up next for the Eagles, as they will look to add on to their lead as Meadows throws. It's over to third baseman. Priblinski throws to first in time, and 2 outs now here in the inning.
And Bryce really did a great job of looking him back right there, making sure he wouldn't score.
Yeah, Bryce did a good job definitely making sure that the Eagles weren't going to get another chance to score and make it a 9-2 game. As now that's going to bring up Tyler Jorgensen for Laney. Breaking ball hit into the left side, foul. No balls and 1 strike. Do you figure to see Meadows keep the pitching low still, or do you think he might want to change it up here?
If he's smart, they tried to keep it low on the last guy. As you said, he had that 2-run home run. So he missed a spot right there, and he misses a spot again.
Yeah, that pitch up high with that fastball, like you were saying.
Yeah, so if he can hit his spots right here, he should be okay.
So the 1-1 count now here for Jerry Geitzen coming up. Down low.
Although he missed low right there, that was a good pitch.
Yeah, it was a good decision to try to get Geitzen a chase, but he's had a good eye at this at-bat so far.
He has.
As the pitch from Meadows on the way. High again, And now 3-1 the count.
And once again, we got a base open, so we'll see if he pitches around him.
And we'll see what he does here now with Geisen in a 3-1 count. Still with 2 runners on second and third. And that's going to be a walk.
That was close.
It was a close call. And now the bases are loaded once again, this time with 2 out with here in the 6th inning. And that's going to bring up Alex Vick now. Alex Vick bats .267 on the year. The freshman will look to bring in some runs if possible. And straight down the middle, 0-1 count.
It's important to get ahead. Now we'll see if he can keep it low, as he's been trying to do all inning.
Yeah, try to get into the strike zone as much as possible. Do your best not to keep it too low, and now we see it again, but just outside.
Just a hair.
Yeah, 1-1 count now. As the pitch on the way, and almost showing signs of a steal was Miles Harris, but turned back in time.
I'll tell you, Laney's done a really good job of not chasing as Bobby's coming to the game.
Yeah, they're definitely taking their time, staying focused, relaxed, not worrying about anything, just even, you know, with the fact that you got this 8-2 lead, and that's hit out into left field, foul.
He's 1 pitch away now.
Yep, that is now a full count, 3-2. As Meadows has a chance to get out of this top half of the inning on a high note, if anything, really, to, you know, try to not add on, not give Laney the opportunity to add on to their lead.
Yes, sir.
Chases, and now Meadows gets to the ball in time, is unable to throw over to first. 1 run's gonna score, another one will score. Here comes another one for the Eagles. That is 3 runs scored off that bad throw from Meadows. And the lead is now 11-2 here in the top of the 6th inning.
And I'll tell you what cost Solano right there is on the play, the right fielder, Brennan Herder, was not hustling to back up to throw, so they got an extra run out of that.
Yeah, Herder, like you said, you know, wasn't able to back up in time, which now results in an 11-2 game for the Laney Eagles, who look like they're well on their way for their first Bay Valley Conference win. And that pitch is high, 1 ball and no strike.
Solano's got to stay focused. Hopefully they have confidence in their bats. Maybe put a dent in that scoreboard later.
Yeah, their power hitting is going to definitely be needed in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now that ball is right down the middle, 1 ball and 1 strike. As Meadows finds himself in a tough situation already here with the next pitch.
That's going to be a tough
Hit
play.
over to the third base. Can he get there in time? No, he cannot, and that's going to result in a run scored. Alex Vick is able to get in their time. 12-2 now the score. A 10-run lead for the Laney Eagles.
Despite him being safe, that was a great effort by Bryce. Tough play on a lazy ground ball to third.
Yeah, Pervolinski, you know, was just not able to throw in time, which now adds on the Eagles' lead. They are now up by 10. Throw is low in the dirt to Magana. 1 ball and no strike as Magana is up for the 2nd time in this inning. So he will look to add on some more pressure to this deficit for Solano, as that ball is now down the middle. 1 ball and 1 strike. So with a 12-2 hole now for Solano, what do you think is going to have to go into the coach's head heading into the next inning?
Like you were talking about earlier when I first got here, just being aggressive as another strike at the top of the zone. But, you can't get down on yourselves. You got to understand and be confident in your abilities to get back into the baseball game one run at a time,
Yeah, have your confidence level up high despite being down by 10, as that pitch is low and outside with an even count now at 2-2.
Can't get it all in one swing. You just got to get base runner by base runner. Kind of like Laney has done to us a little bit.
Yeah, Laney is definitely doing a good job of staying patient. There's a 2-2 pitch on the way. Hit over to the first baseman. Kyle Krebs is able to end the half of the inning. So a huge inning from the Laney Eagles, as they are now able to make it a 12-2 game. And we will be right back right after this. Welcome back to Solano College. We are getting ready for the bottom of the 6th inning here, as we now get ready for Bryce Privilinski to bat for Solano. And Sonny Brandwood, he got a lot of resting time in that top of the 6th inning. What'd you say?
Yes, he did. A lot of resting time. They put up more than 3 or 4 runs. So we'll see if that affects them this inning.
Yeah, as Brandwood definitely had plenty of time to relax and gets ready for the second pitch. And that is down the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hopefully Bryce can pick out one he likes and start this inning off the right way.
Yeah, starting off the inning the right way is definitely going to be crucial indeed. After an 8-run inning from the Laney Eagles. And that pitch is again on the outside, 2-1 count.
Bryce started off the season a little rough, but he's been having good games recently, so hopefully this carries into this at-bat.
Yeah, Bryce bats .250 on the year, so
nice.
And that's hit out in the left field, and that gets the inning started out the right way for Bryce Privilinski, as they able to get 1 on with no out here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
It's easy when you're down 12-2 to try to do too much here, but get the next guy up has got to be the goal for the Solano hitters.
Yeah, get the next guy up. Go ahead and continue the game, as we now see Cameron Michael up the bat now. Pitch in the dirt, and that's going to result in a 1-0 count now to start off the at-bat for Cameron Michael.
And Sonny is the starting pitcher, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so 3rd time around the batting order, they should be getting a better look at him.
Yeah, definitely get good analysis of what you're trying to see from him, as that pitch is inside for 1-1. So the 1-1 count now, as Sonny Brandwood gets ready to throw.
It's a good eye right there.
Yep, good eye, and a low pitch for Michael, and now the count is now at 2-1.
First thing I see from Bryce and Cam is both, is their approach is a lot better than their earlier at-bats.
Yeah, they're definitely showing signs of better batting here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As we see the pitch go on the outside, 3-1 count now.
Another close take there.
So with 3-1 count, definitely won't have a good eye on this next pitch, correct?
Yes, sir. And there
it
is.
He does. Result in a walk, and that's going to result in 2 on with no out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So, some good signs we're seeing here from Solano, as that's going to bring up number 24, Kyle Krebs.
And that is the start we needed to get this inning going.
Yeah, get the right start, get a good inning started is definitely what they're seeing right now as Krebs gets ready for 2 on with no out. First pitch to Krebs. On the outside, still in the strike zone though. 0-1 count.
If Kyle gets that pitch again, you could very well see him hitting the base hit to right field, trying to go something with the other way.
Yeah, want to stay aggressive is what Krebs, like you said, might want to look to if given that same pitch. And it does chase and results in an 0-2 count.
Down 0-2, he won't be seeing too many good stuff now, so hopefully he focuses up here. Battles with 2 strikes.
Yeah, Brandwood is definitely going to challenge him here on this at-bat. Throw is low in the dirt, and that's going to result in both runners advancing to second and third. And a good job from Solano's standpoint to, have a good opportunity to get their players in a better position to score a run.
Absolutely. No more double play.
Yep. They are definitely having no opportunity to get a double play now, as that's really unlikely if given the chance, as now the count is 1-2. And calls time. As Kyle Krebs gets set for a crucial at-bat here, if Solano wants to stay in this game. Throw over to Krebs, down the dirt, chases, and throw over to first is in time.
It's a well-executed pitch by Sonny Brandwood.
Yeah, Brandwood with an excellent pitch, and that's the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring up number 21, Gannon Goldenstow for Solano.
Gannon's been swinging the bat really well over the past couple of games, I've noticed.
Yeah, Gannon went 2 of 3 in yesterday's game against the Eagles. They're going to need that hitting from him here in the later outing of the innings when needed, as now takes the high pitch, 1-0 the count.
So, while they're waiting, what do you consider a good batting average, Nate?
No, for me, really, good batting average really can vary from any type of, player you see in the professional league as well. A good 220, 250 is really good in my opinion. But if you're down below that 200, and that really shows that is hit straight up to the first baseman, Tyler Jorgensen, and that is going to be the second out of the inning.
Looked like he lost it at first.
Yeah, it looked like he did as well. So a quick 2 outs already, as Sonny Brandwood is, getting a good relief here as Solano is unable to bring in those 2 base runners.
Good thing our hottest hitter, Nick Dodson's coming up. 3 hits last game.
Nick Dodson is up to bat now, like you said, 3 hits last game, and was able to bring in those 2 runs earlier on in that 3rd inning for Solano, and they're going to need it here from him. Down the outside, 1 ball, no strike.
He was pretty excited this morning as he told me it was his first time getting intentionally walked yesterday in his career.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, let's see if he can make it a second time in his career, as that pitch is high again for a 2-0 count. As Nick Dotson here will look to continue to have a good eye with the 2-0 count. Pitch from Brandwood on the way.
It's good
chases
swing.
And is hit foul.
Just a little bit late. Just a little bit late.
Yeah, just a little bit of a late swing. I agree with you. As the count now is at 2-1. 2 on with 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Solano looking to bring in a run or 2 if needed. And that is popped up foul, as it really almost looked like it had Jorgensen getting ready to catch it, but
yeah, that wind's blowing strong to right field today.
That wind is being a key factor in that fielding for both teams today.
Yes.
And that's going to even up the count at 2 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch from Brandwood. Swing and a miss, and that's going to end the inning. So really some good hitting from Solano to open out the bottom of the 6th inning, but unfortunately for them, just not able to get any runs in, and the lead stays 12-2 here on the Solano College Sports Network.
If you have an interest in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether it's behind the scenes or on camera,
then this is the class for you.
Class is held every Wednesday from 1:30 to 4:30 in room 121 alongside the library building.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
It's more than just sports. It's an education.
Welcome back to Solano College when we are getting ready for the top of the 7th inning, and that's going to bring up number 2, Jordan Gibbons for the Laney Eagles.
Also got a pitching change with Ramos coming on.
Yeah, so another pitching change for the Solano Falcons, as Anthony Ramos is now going to be pitching for Solano.
And Anthony brings a sidearm delivery that you don't usually see at the college level.
Yeah, freshman Anthony Ramos, ERA currently at 8.64, so we'll see what he can do to, ease it down on the hitting we're seeing from the Laney Eagles so far to the 3 pitchers we've seen. As Ramos, first pitch, is on the middle with 0-1 count now. Ramos next pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 count.
It's a very nice pitch from Ramos.
Yeah, great pitch from Ramos right there, as now the count is at 0-2. Here in the top of the 7th inning, as the lead is in favor of the Laney Eagles at 12-2.
Looks like that sidearm delivery is really working for him right now.
Yeah, the sidearm delivery doing good so far. Last pitch on the outside, 1-2 count.
Steps off to get another sign.
Ramos, next pitch. And that ball is hit into left center field, and diving, sliding catch for Nick Roach, and able to get the first out of the inning.
That was a great job by the hitter to stay on that curveball. Looked like it was about to hit him from my angle, and then went right down the strike zone.
Yeah, and good fielding from Roach as he was able to slide and get down under that ball for the catch. As now that's going to bring up Samuel Esparza for the Laney Eagles, and he has had a heck of a day today, both base running and hitting for the Laney Eagles. As that pitch almost hits Esparza, and that would have been another hit by the pitch for the 3rd pitcher of the day for Solano, and that's going to be 1 ball and no strike. Pitch almost on the outside. 2 balls and no strike.
Nice
ball
pitch.
is going to be hit into right field, and Brandon Herter is able to get under that for the catch. 2
Like
on.
that wind pushed the ball right out to him.
Yeah, the wind is definitely heading out towards west so far, and that's going to result in 2 outs here in the inning. And coming up next to bat is number 8, Miles Harris for Laney.
See if he can get a 1-2-3 inning here. Get some momentum for Solano.
Ramos, first pitch to Harris is down the middle. No balls and 1 strike. Next pitch from Ramos on the way. A little low on the middle, and that's going to be a 1-1 count.
That was really close to the last pitch he just threw.
Next pitch from Ramos on the way and nearly hits him, and that's going to be 2-1 count now. And it looked like it did hit him, but
Yeah.
I guess it sort of, you know, grazed the jersey a little bit.
Just a little bit inside, huh?
Pitch from Ramos on the outside now, 3-1 count.
He's getting close.
Yeah, he's getting close to that strike zone, but not close enough, as we're seeing from these last 2 pitches from him.
There it is.
And pitch is hit foul off the tip of the bat. 3-2 count now for Harris.
It's a big swing from Harris right there. Trying to do some damage with that swing.
Yeah, he's being aggressive as much as possible, as wants to keep up the good hitting we've seen from the Laney Eagles so far. Pitch low off the foot of the catcher, and that's going to result in a walk for the Laney Eagles. So now it's going to bring up R.J. McDowell for Laney, as Miles Harris was able to reach base with a walk with 1 on and 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning.
Yeah, a lot of aggressiveness from Laney today, but can't blame him. It's been working.
Pitch down low from Ramos. 1 ball and no strike. Next pitch from Ramos. That ball is hit into left center field, where Herder will get under it and make the catch. So a good inning from Solano there, preventing any runs being scored, as they are able to get out of that one, heading into the bottom of the 7th inning, coming up here on Solano College Sports Network. All right, welcome back to Solano College. We are getting set for the bottom of the 7th inning. That's going to bring up number 7, Brandon Herder, who ended out that top half of the 7th inning. Pitch is hit, and get hit by the pitch was Brandon Herder, and Sonny Brandwood is going to let Solano start out the inning with 1 on with no out.
Well, he got hit right on that front foot.
Yeah.
He looks all right, though.
And if you enjoy players getting hit by the pitch, this is the game to watch, as we have seen both teams, you know, hit the batter once or twice so far today.
It sure is.
Quick 0-1 count now. Over to Alex Papar to start off the bottom of the 7th inning here from Solano College. Nate Macay and Wellington currently redshirted for the Solano baseball team, as we now see high outside pitch, 1-1 count now.
He'll probably get another fastball here. See if Alex jumps on it. As Alex loves to hit fastballs, as I've noticed across the season.
Yeah, next pitch here from Brandwood is high again. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Looks like that wind's picking up a little bit.
Yeah, the wind is starting to pick up here as we progress towards the end of the game. And the next pitch to Papard is hit up high and well to Esparza. He might not get to it. He doesn't. And Alex Papard is going to reach first base on, it looks like what Esparza would try to repeat what he did earlier on in the game where he had an opportunity to get his glove down and make the catch, but this time it was different. And that's going to put 2 on with no outs here for the Solano Falcons.
That'll work out.
Yes,
that'll get it done.
Yeah, like you said, so a similar situation they had last inning as well, where they had 2 on with no outs. So we'll see what happens here, and will it be different? We'll have to find out as we now see Isaiah Verrett batting for the Falcons.
Correction, actually Nicholas Roach. Batting.
Oh, and you are right. It is Nick Roach batting.
Nick hasn't got a hit today. He's usually good for 1 a game, so we'll see if he can come through right here.
Yeah, Nick Roach currently in 0-1, and now in a 1-1 now from that pitch from Brandwood. One count now for Nick Roach.
And with 9 more outs to go for Solano, if they can just get a couple more runs to just get some momentum, it'll really help.
Yeah, Nick Roach had 2 RBIs yesterday, so we'll
there
see
it
if
is.
he can just foul and see if he can try to repeat that performance by bringing in these 2 base runners.
Sonny Brentwood's pitch count's got to be getting pretty high, 7th inning.
Yeah, the Laney Eagles are trusting him to finish out the game. As that pitch is hit by Roach as he swung on and fouled that down the left field line. As the wind continues to pick up here from Solano College. As the next pitch from Brandwood on the way. See what Nick Roach does here.
Nice.
And hit down the left field line again. 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
It's a little more to the right. That would be a nice little double.
Yeah, but nonetheless, the wind continues to pick up and will continue to be a crucial factor in these final 2 innings. As Brandwood gets set to throw the 1-2 here. That is hit high, and again down left field, foul.
It's a good battle from Roach here. Seeing a lot of pitches, making the pitcher work hard.
Yeah, Roach is doing a good job staying alive as much as possible and being aggressive in this at-bat.
And Roach is a guy that doesn't strike out too often, so we'll definitely see some action in this at-bat, hopefully. It's making him work real hard.
Continues to stay aggressive and fouls it off into the bleachers.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is his last inning out on the mound.
Yeah, Brandwood is definitely showing signs of fatigue. And with Roach with 5 strikeouts on the year, he'll look to keep it at that with his next pitch. And that is hit into left center field. That's going to get both runners to advance, and the bases are now loaded with no outs here for Solano. As Esparza also was just not able to get enough height on that to make the catch, and that's going to result in 3 on with no out. So a perfect situation for Isaiah Verrett to bring in some runners.
And despite this game, you know, being 10 runs apart, it's not over. You got bases loaded, no outs. Anything can happen in this inning.
Yeah, Verrett with 8 RBIs on the year, although with 17 strikeouts, we'll see what he does. Shows signs at a bunt, and that's going to be 0-1 count now with that strike.
See if Isaiah can come through here. A 3-hitter.
Yeah, they're going to need him to really hit a key one here. And that breaking ball almost looked like it was a good pitch, but it's going to be a 1 ball and 1 strike. Could have been a good one for Verrett to hit out.
Absolutely.
Next pitch to Verrett is down low. 2-1 count now.
Doing a good job of being patient and waiting for his pitch.
Yeah, he has a good eye right now, staying alive and making sure that he gets the pitch that he wants. As here comes the next pitch from Brandwood. Hit up the middle to the shortstop. 1 out, and no, can't get the second out. And that's going to result in 2 runs scoring for Solano. And they are able to make it a 12-4 game now here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
That was good hustle by Isaiah to make them have to make a play, causing an error, scoring 2 runs.
Yeah, again, that infield with, you know, with Tyler Jorgensen just unable to get his glove on that one and not able to, you know, get the ball into his glove in time, and that resulted in 2 runs for Solano. So now the lead has been chopped down to 8. Still a big deficit, but like you said earlier, Wellington, it's not over yet.
It's not over yet. You just got to keep chipping away. The biggest thing is not giving up, because next thing you know, it could be a 4-run game.
Yeah, chipping away at the lead is definitely going to be crucial, especially the fact that there's only 1 out here in the inning. You know, they've done some damage already bringing in 2 runs with just 1 out.
Absolutely. Win or loss, it's good to gauge how the team responds to when they're the adversity, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And now we'll see. It looks like we do have a pitching change for the Laney Eagles as Brandwood's day comes to an end. That's going to bring up number 15, Michael Pulido up now for the Laney Eagles. So Pulido now up for on the mound for the Laney Eagles, heading in to the bottom of the 7th inning.
And now they got the starter out of the game, so we'll see if this is a change in the Solano bats.
Yeah, they got the starter out, so it's going to be crucial for the rest of the way. So we'll see what Pulido does for the rest of the way for the Laney Eagles on the mound.
If the Falcons could cut that lead to 6 going into the 8th, they'll be in good shape to make a comeback. If they aren't already.
If they aren't already, it's definitely, I agree with you, without doubt. You know, 12-4, bottom of the 7th inning, keep being aggressive throughout the rest of the way.
Yeah.
As Bryce Pribulinski now up to bat for the Falcons. As the sun starts to come out of the clouds here now, as there's no sun going to be in play for the rest of the way for both teams. As Bryce Pribulinski now gets ready. And that pitch is down the dirt. Good eye from Purpolinski, and now the count is at 1-0.
First pitch curveball, surprising, coming out of the pen.
Yeah, 2-0 count will definitely help if needed. And that ball again is down the dirt. Going to get away from the catcher, and that's going to result in Isaiah Verrett getting over to second base. So Bryce is in a good situation right now. 2-0 count with 1 out with the runner on second base. And again, ball is in the dirt. A late jump start from Verrett, but nonetheless is able to get to third in time, as we've seen 3 straight pitches go into the dirt for the Laney Eagles.
And with less than 2 outs, that's huge. Anything put in play should score Isaiah.
Yeah, Pulido is definitely has not had a good first outing for the Laney Eagles so far. Next pitch is on the outside, but just enough to get a strike, 3-1 count. Pulido definitely wants to get a good pitch right here if given the opportunity, and that ball is down the dirt. Coming in to score is Isaiah Verrett, and the lead has now been chopped up to 12-5 now. 7-run lead for the Laney Eagles. So a good eye from Bryce Purpolinski on that at-bat. And now Solano continues to stay alive in this game as much as possible, and that's going to bring up Cameron Michael now for the Falcons.
And Solano's really got to capitalize here. They got the starter out of the game. A couple of runs. They got to keep going.
Yeah, Pulido is definitely not having a good outing to start out his day so far for the Eagles. As that ball was on the outside, 1-0 pitch, and that ball gets in the inside, 1-1 count now. Pulido gets set.
It's a good eye.
Yep, good eye from Cameron Michael, and that ball will result in a 2-1 count now. Pitch was just low from Pulido. Pulido throws another pitch in the dirt. 3-1 count again from back-to-back batters already here for Solano.
If Cameron could get on here, it'll really put Laney in a situation. They might need to bring in that other pitcher.
Yeah, they already have one warming up in the bullpen. And that ball is hit into center field, and it drops.
And that'll get it done.
Just a miscommunication right there from the outfielders for Laney, and that's going to result in 2 on with 1 out. And Cameron Michael is on board at first base, and that's going to bring up Kyle Krebs now for the Falcons.
That's the second time in the last 2 innings there's been a miscommunication between the outfield and the infield there.
Pitch to Kyle Krebs on the way. Strike 1.
It's a real good chance for Solano to get back in this ball game.
Yeah, they have the opportunity to, and now you got to take advantage of it. Pulido now on the next pitch.
Oh, that was a tough call.
Outside, it looked like it could have been a ball, but the ump sees differently, and now it will be 0-2. Pulido definitely has a chance to get a second out here if he finds the right zone. As Kyle Krebs now awaits. Hits it out into left center field.
That'll do it.
That's going to get in there. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And the Solano Falcons have scored 4 runs here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
This game is not over, ladies and gentlemen.
It is not over just yet. It is now 12-7 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Great hitting from Kyle Krebs to get 2 runs scored, and Solano is not out of it yet.
These are the type of performances that you remember that you can put up when you get down. Next time they get down, they'll remember they can score 5 runs out of nowhere.
Yeah, Polito is definitely not having a good outing as he's given up 4 runs. And that ball is in the dirt. 1-0 count.
You see a big momentum shift here at Yarborough Stadium.
Yeah, the momentum is shifting in favor of Solano already with their good hitting. Low into the middle, 1-1 count now.
Good eye.
And a good eye indeed. As we now.
It's obvious that he wants them to chase the curveballs, but Solano is doing a good job of making him throw fastballs in the zone.
Yeah, Eddie Vokes now into the game for the first time for Solano.
Eddie has about 1 hit on the season, right?
Eddie so far on the year, yes he does. 1 hit.
Perfect chance to make it 2.
Was able to reach second base on that 1 hit. That ball is high, 3-1.
He's due for another hit right here.
Yeah, 3-1 count now coming up for Eddie Vokes. Vokes hits it over to third baseman. Over to the first baseman, Tyler Jorgensen is able to get him out. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Back to Solano's hottest hitter, Nick Dodson.
Yeah, Nick Dodson now. 8th batter in the order. Up now for Solano. So we'll now see if he can try to bring in a run.
And the way he's been swinging the bat lately, this is the right guy to have up with the guy on second.
And the pitch is on the outside, 1 ball and no strike. So a 5-run inning for Solano already. So doing a good job of trying to stay within this game. Ball is low, almost in the dirt. 2-0 count now. Polito definitely trying to get out of this hole that he's gotten himself into. It's going past the catcher, not going to throw over to third, and that's going to result in Solano getting over to third just in time. So Kyle Krebs is heading over to third now.
And despite there being 2 outs, that could be huge because there's been a lot of pass balls in this inning. You could see another one.
Yeah, Polito has thrown a lot of pitches in the dirt in this inning. And ball 4, that's going to result in a walk, and that's going to bring up number 7, Brandon Herder for Solano with 2 on with 2 out.
We might get another pitching change here.
And we are going to see a pitching change. As, you know, Polito had a good outing, but just really had a lot of balls going to the dirt. And was a big reason why Solano is where they are right now, 12-7 now, as they were down by 10 just moments ago, able to get 5 runs in.
They're halfway there.
Yes, they are almost there, but really going to need some good pitching also from them throughout the rest of the way, along with good hitting.
Absolutely. As they're huddled up, what do you think they're talking about over there?
For Solano, you know, really just making sure they have their confidence at an all-time high. You know, just making sure you keep your confidence high.
Yeah.
Making sure that you always, you know, have the eye on the, you know, whatever pitch is going to be thrown to you. You know, just making sure that you stay in the zone without a doubt.
Absolutely.
And now pitching now for the Laney Eagles will be number 39.
Still in the 7th inning, so we still got some time.
As the Laney gets warmed up into their next pitcher.
He's in the dugout. He's in the dugout over here. Oh, my bad.
And so now we finally get to know who the pitcher is for the Laney Eagles. Robert Bush is now on the mound for the Laney Eagles to replace Polito here in the inning.
They got the number wrong.
Yeah. Or what apparently they're saying that he decided to change numbers. Gone from apparently number 40 to number 39 now.
It's a huge difference.
I guess number 39 sounded better to him.
Yeah.
Or looked better on the jersey, I guess, for him. As Robert Bush has struck out 7 batters so far this season for the Laney Eagles.
Okay. Chances are their coach wanted to get a lefty-lefty matchup here with Brendan Herter coming up. Make it tough on Solano.
He sees the situation they're in, so Robert Bush is definitely going to have his work cut out for him here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
I like his cleats, though. They look like they're little high-top cleats. Those are my favorites.
Yeah, it can be a favorite for anybody as we see Robert's first pitch up high for 1 ball and no strikes. One-0 count now. And that ball is again high and 2 balls and no strikes. So Robert Bush taking his time, having a good eye at this at-bat. We'll see what he does. On the outside, 3-0 count now, as that ball nearly hit him.
See if he comes in the zone here.
Yeah, definitely. And what are you seeing from Bush so far?
I'm seeing that he's got a little velocity, but he's not able to control it at this moment. See if he can't hear.
And he does. That pitch is down the middle. 3 balls and 1 strike now.
He's keeping the ball up, though, so Solano's got to, if they can put a good swing on it, it will go far.
Yeah, 3 balls, 1 strike now with 2 out.
As
that almost hits him again, but he is going to reach base, and the bases are loaded once again here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and that's going to bring up Alex Papard for Solano.
He's the one guy on the team that has a home run for us. So hopefully he can connect here.
Yeah, Alex Papard, the only home run on the year for Solano. So a grand slam would be huge if he's given the right pitch.
Well, with the pitcher missing high, it's a good chance. He misses up again, huh?
Yeah, up high, 1 ball and no strike.
It's like every miss he's had so far has been up in the zone.
So 1-0 pitch count for Alex Papard here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And again, it's high. 2 balls and no strike.
He's really got to dig deep here on the mound and understand that he's missing up. He needs to make an adjustment if he wants to help his team win this game.
Yeah, Robert Bush, 2-0 count. Down in the dirt, it's a 3-0 count, and the Solano bench is loving it right now here in the bullpen. We are hearing them cheer on Alex Papard on this at-bat.
Got to keep chipping away at that lead.
Yeah, and Papard is in a good position right now with a 3-0 count. and is able to find the strike zone on that one. 3-1 count now.
From the look of Alex, I wouldn't suggest he throw that same pitch again. Might not be the same result.
Definitely might not be the same result. Oof. Close call, but still in the strike zone. 3-2 count now.
See if he can come through for his team right here.
Yeah, 5-run inning. Looking to add on more as all runners advance. That's going to be a walk, and that's going to bring in a run. 12-8 is now the score, and Solano and still keeping bases loaded on that walk. So Robert Bush has come into this game allowing 1 run for the Laney Eagles.
And the lead is back to 4.
Yep, the lead is back to 4 now. 12-8 the
One
score.
swing away. One swing away.
Bush on the outside pitch. 1 ball and no strike.
It's always a better feeling as a baseball player in the game when you know you're just 1 swing away.
Next pitch from Bush. High pitch, 2 balls and no strike.
We'll see if he can make an adjustment. The catcher's going to talk to him.
Yeah, Jordan Gibbons is going to talk to his pitcher. And that'll get most of the infield also to huddle up and discuss what they want to do.
There's a chance to just give your pitcher some confidence. Let him know that you got his back.
And now Wellington, how good do you think Solano has to be feeling right now, the fact that they're able to chip away a 10-run lead and make it 4 runs now here in this inning?
They got to be feeling really good. I mean, from 12-2 to 12-8 is huge. I mean, at one point you could see just on the momentum side that they were looking like they were out of this game, but it's like they get another life.
Yeah, new life indeed. 12-8 right now. 3 on with the tying runner at bat. Looked like it was on the outside and the inside, but that's what the ump sees, and now it's 2-1 count.
I guess that talk worked a little bit, huh?
Must have, as now we see Bush get ready to throw the 2-1. Here's the pitch, and hit fouled. As Nick Roach with a perfect opportunity to chip away more of this lead. As it currently sits at 12-8 in favor of the Eagles. But they are looking better than they did before we're heading into this bottom of the 7th inning. Ball is hit high. Looks like McDowell is able to get there, and that's going to end the inning. So a big inning for the Solano Falcons. They are able to get in 6 runs as they are staying alive here, as it is 12-8 currently here on the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, this is Kyle Krebs, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network. Welcome back to Solano College, where we are getting ready for the top of the 8th inning here, as we now continue to see Danny Zaldivar
not Danny Zaldivar on the mound for Solano. We now continue to see Anthony Ramos on the mound for Solano, as Laney will look to respond after allowing 6 runs in that last inning. As the pitch is on the outside, but it's going to be called strike. 2-1 the count. Jerry Guyton up the bat now for the Laney Eagles, and that is another strike. 2-2 the count. And I'd like to thank Wellington for taking the time to stop in for the 2 innings, as he was able to help me there, as we now see the shortstop make a great play over to first base. It's going to be ruled out. What a play by Alex Papard. The turning throw to get the runner out and deliver the first out of the inning. Looking like Brandon Crawford out there. Great job from Alex Papard. As Ramos will look to continue his great pitching we've seen so far. On the outside, 1 ball and no strike. As it starts to get chilly here from Solano College, as that pitch is also on the outside, 2 balls and no strike. And next time I am bringing gloves to stay warm for my next broadcast. And I can pretty sure my broadcast crew today can agree as well, as that is hit off the foot of number 41, Tyler Jorgensen. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ramos on the pitch. Hit fouled. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. It's a good thing they had the netting. Otherwise, without extended netting, really some bad injuries could happen. As it is a 2-2 count here in the top half of the 8th inning. Down in the dirt, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ramos throws. Ball is hit into the foul territory. 3 balls and 2 strikes, still a full count, as Tyler Jorgensen stays alive, being aggressive. Ramos taking his time, gets set, throws in the dirt, and it's going to be a walk. First walk on the day for Anthony Ramos, as that's now going to bring up number 19, Alex Vick for Laney. The sun was showing a little bit in the 7th inning, but has turned back into the clouds here in the top half of the 8th. Ramos throws a nice strike, and it's going to be an 0-1 count now. Ramos takes his time, throws. Ball is hit foul. No balls and 2 strikes for Alex Vick, the third baseman for the Laney Eagles, who currently freshman bats .267 on the year. Ball is hit foul again. Stays 0-2.
Anthony Ramos now gets ready to set for the pitch. The pitch to Vic. Hit to the pitcher. Ramos almost is unable to connect with his first baseman, Kyle Krebs, but Krebs is able to tag the runner out. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning, and that's going to bring up number 10, Ryan Jenkins, for the Laney Eagles. The pitch. Quick middle on the outside right there as Ryan Jenkins sees 0-1 count now. As Tyler Jorgensen currently at second base for the Eagles. As we see Jenkins get ready. Pitch on the way. Down the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. So with a 1-1 count now here in the top of the 8th inning with 2 outs, Anthony Ramos has a chance to add on to his tremendous pitching we have seen so far in his 2 innings. With the next pitch, just low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jenkins, currently a sophomore, with 12 strikeouts on the year. So we'll see if he can make it 13. And that is going to be called a strike. 2-2 the count. Count is even at 2-2. Ramos stays focused here. Pitch on the way. And again, it's low, and the count is now full, 3-2. As we now see Ramos again getting the right sign he wants from his catcher. Gets set, turns back, now throws. And that's going to be a walk. It was just high, not in the strike zone at all, and that's going to lead Ryan Jenkins over to first base and get us to Falcon Magana to round out the lineup now for the Laney Eagles. And again, Magana, their best hitter on the team, 377 average, top 3 in the state of California. Low in the dirt, 1 ball and no strike. So definitely don't want to give him the best pitch as possible, as he has an opportunity to bring in some runs here with 2 outs. Ramos is going to need his best pitching right here. Ramos pitches down the middle, 1 ball and 1 strike. One the count now here in the top half of the 8th inning. As Magana gets ready, that hits it over into right field. 1 run is going to score, and he's in time. That's number 41, Tyler Jorgensen, gets into home base safely. It is now 13-8 on that RBI from Falcon Magana. So now 13-8 with 2 outs. Still have 2 on with, again, 2 outs here in the top half of the 8th inning. So we'll see what they do moving forward with their pitcher, Anthony Ramos, for Solano, as we now see Jordan Gibbons now up to bat. Ramos pitches, throws, down the dirt again. 1 ball and no strike. (13-8) now the score here from Solano College as that last hit, and that is hit high into left field. Getting under it is Nick Roach. Gets the out, and that's going to end the top half of the 8th inning. So the Eagles are able to get in 1 run, and now it is up to Solano now to see what we'll see from them after a 6-run outing in that last inning. We'll be right back right after this.
Hey, I'm Isaiah Verrett. Thanks for watching Solano College Sports Network.
And we are back here from Solano College, getting ready to start off the bottom of the 8th inning, where we see Isaiah Verrett is up to bat now for the Falcons. So down by 5 now. And just on the outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch is high again, 2 balls, no strikes. Two 1 count now to Isaiah Verrett here in the bottom of the 8th inning. On the outside again, 3-1 count. Pitch from Bush, high, and gonna be a walk. The bullpen for Solano staying with high charisma throughout this stretch of late, hitting from their power hitting we're seeing from Solano. So their bullpen and the dugout is with, high chemistry, without a doubt, being positive as much as possible. Something we have not seen from the Laney Eagles, which is, something that just rounds out, what kind of a team Solano is, as that first pitch to number 20, Bryce Purpolinski, is called a strike.
You keep telling me to make it, yeah, to the spot where we would stay lit, and finish bottles never wasted, yeah, cause that's where I'm from.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my 3rd year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it. So
joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
We're going to go to cut 1. And cut 1. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for 3. It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots ever.
the sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.